Hello. I'm a bit shocked to be stood here actually because I still feel, and I've written a little speech, but I'm terrible at speaking publicly because I almost shouldn't even really be in my job because I just want to disappear, and probably that's why I'm more comfortable in characters. But being me, I suppose I'm less comfortable, and I never really felt that. Well, I never thought I'd be standing here, to be fair. And I think the last time I was at Drama Centre, I don't think anybody at Drama Centre thought I'd be here either. And I'd probably be locked up in prison. But having said that, actually, I think Shakespeare said, me quoting Shakespeare is really random, because just coming back like that which hath no foil to set it off in Henry IV, Part 2, before he becomes Henry V and sort of shapes up and becomes proper establishment and that. He was a bit of a drunken philanderer and a bit useless, a bit like me really, but he had a lot of passion and drive, and sometimes I think even if you don't know quite what it is that you want to achieve, that if you just keep cracking on towards it anyway, that, if you do what you love doing, this is what my dad said to me. He said, if you do what you love doing and you do it well, then everything should sort of fall into place. And, and the great thing about the arts is that it's something that will always keep me company even in my quiet time when I'm on my own. So if you're going to do anything in the arts, first and foremost, it's one of your closest friends and it will keep you a companion. So I think that's massively important for me. It's kept me, when I've been unemployed, that's what I've sort of gone back to, is that would I do this? Is it a vocation or is it a job? And I think it's more of a vocation, to be fair. Another thing that my dad said was, your job, Tom, is to observe and reflect, right? And anything that gets in the way of the telescope has to go, including yourself. And I suppose that having wished I'd wrote or done what Jonathan just spoke about, because I don't have those words, and that was a truly brilliant speech. I think that's what he was getting at, is also about being more erudite towards the workplace, because as we focus more in the workplace, there's not as much time to naff about, because obviously there's time and money involved as well. Now, especially if you're coming up with something from nothing, which is presumably what we all do in the creative department, is that I'm selling a handful of nothing and hoping to come through with some results. And I'll put myself right out there for the risk of it, and I will fail, and it's okay to fail. In fact, you learn more from failing and humiliation in my game than any other that I know. And actually, that seems to be quite similar across the board in most professions from the people that I've met. So it's good to fail, it's not embarrassing, and humiliation is your friend. On a sort of more formal front, I think I just read out what I've written down, because just in case, because I had to write a speech, so I got my dad to do it. Right, so hello, Dad, because we never thought this would happen either. So anyway, Dad finished school, but but like I said, my education is an integral part of me, and it continues to unfold as my life goes on, and hopefully I can pass on some of its precepts in my work. But I believe that any institution that's concerned with the enriching of the cultural resources of the country through all of that country's changes and its challenges is of immense and lasting value. I think it's a fine and a good thing, and that's why I'm genuinely grateful to be recognised in this way. And it's another proud moment in a lifelong relationship with the with the university that's presented me with this honour. So, and all of you, it's your day, so enjoy it and enjoy the rest of your career, because it does get harder. And well done for getting this far, because it's just started.